And hello, everybody. Welcome to NerdyOver30, the podcast where we talk about movies, games, and everything pop culture. As always, I'm Jonathan, aka Worm, and here with me are my co-hosts David and T-Bud. How's it going, guys?
What's going on?
What's up, everybody?
Today we have a very special guest. He is the Bucks County Batman, Bob Cable. How's it going, Bob?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. No, thank you. And thank you for being dressed up. For people who don't know who you are, can you?
Batman.
Well,
That's all you
besides
need to
the
say.
obvious,
I mean,
can
Batman.
besides the obvious, can you tell people a little bit about yourself?
Just grew up reading comic books. Live in the Bucks County area. I have two special needs kids, and I'm really in. Do a lot of what I do for kids. So that's kind of how it all got started.
Cool. And how long have when did this all start? How did this start? Talk to us about that.
Growing up, I always read comic books, and my ex-wife's birthday was actually on Halloween, so we'd always have big parties and costume contests. And a buddy of mine, John Rodriguez, introduced me to Instagram and different costume designers. And with 3D printing, they could kind of make anything now. And he showed me some of these suits, and I had to have them.
Wow. And where'd you get your what was the first suit you wore? Was it always Batman, or did you try out other characters?
It was always Batman growing up, and the suits just kind of evolved. I've had Batman Beyond. I've probably had like 10 different Batman suits now. I've had a few other suits, but mainly it's Batman.
Which one's your favorite one? Like which Batman one?
This one I have. I always wear this, and I mix up. I have like different color chest pieces, like battle damage, different capes and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like. I mean, you look like Christian Bale in it. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Like the gown looks exactly like Christian Bale.
How much does that costume weigh? Like I know you mentioned certain in your Vice interview. You mentioned you had a War Machine costume that weighed like 100 pounds, right?
Yeah, the War Machine is I don't know if you could see it. It's up top here.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's exact replica.
Yeah, that's the one.
So how much? Yeah. Can you hear us?
No, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Okay. So how much does that costume weigh?
This cost. I modified it. It was actually it's made from a lot of different designers, but the undersuit is actually a motorcycle suit from UD Replicas. Mm-hmm. And I took a lot of the padding out and I lightened the suit. And right now it's pretty comfortable. It's only about 20 pounds probably.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks fit. I mean, right? So you're very mobile in it.
Yeah, move around in it. The Batman Beyond, that's a little bit more flexible if I do like workout videos and stuff and that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And do you do a lot of conventions as well? Because I heard with the War Machine you did like a costume contest and stuff.
I really went to that's the first one I was at the Philly Comic Con. I'm close to Philly, and I've been to New York one I think once or twice. But
okay.
Comic Cons.
So can we expect you at New York Comic Con?
Possibly. I don't. Is there a date yet?
Yeah. I think what is it, the 7th or something like that?
October.
It's bad that we
October
don't
7th.
know because we have our tickets.
October 7, 8, 9, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I could be there. You guys gonna be there?
Yeah. We're gonna be there all weekend.
Yeah. I'll try and stop.
Yeah, man. So you started making these costumes, and then you decide to start going out just as Batman. How'd that happen?
My son, I'm divorced from my wife, and my son started a YouTube channel, and he would just kind of like talk about what's going on at his mom's house or what he's into, and it was kind of a way for us to stay connected. And his YouTube channel, YouTube's a hard thing especially for kids, so he wasn't getting any views. So everybody said, hey, I should just go out and go public with the costumes. Mm-hmm. Went down the street to my Wawa and bought some milk and started just riding around the neighborhood in my motorcycle, and people started noticing. And then I saw Ed's Boatyard. I don't know if you saw in the newspaper. He's cried for help on social media. Someone was painting graffiti on a bridge, and I had went there with the costume on and repainted the whole bridge with the costume on.
Wow.
That's
No,
big,
Awesome.
blowing up from there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
awesome,
And then during I know there was a lot of there's like positive and negatives when you did the BLM.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, last year. Yeah, right. Yeah, I remember it from the video. I mean, hell, people want to see Batman,
Yeah,
especially at a time like that, man. Why not see a superhero?
yeah. From the videos, it seems like everyone was super excited, and
Yeah,
then,
right?
I feel like that calms people down a little bit.
Yeah, I feel everybody there loved what I was doing. It was just a few people, like it was like teenage white girls online that were giving me death threats, and I didn't even realize how old, but it says on it they're like 12, 13-year-old. But for the most part, everybody loved it.
Yeah, yeah. And especially at a time like that, like, you know, everybody was like coming together and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever? I'm sure a lot of people come up to you for pictures, but are there any people who ever try to start anything with you? I'm sure there has to be a couple of people that try and start stuff.
We were in a bad part of Elizabeth, New Jersey, and
New Jersey.
but we yeah, there were people saying, "Oh, we should have snuck them, or we should have hit them," but like no one's done anything yet. So that was probably the first time I've ever really heard. I got chased by a mall cop with a Segway once.
What?
You got chased by
Why?
Paul Blart? By Paul Blart?
But
And
Wait, why though? You can't just say you got chased by a mall cop and not give a backstory.
well, actually at Philadelphia Mills, and when I was walking through the mall. I've been in banks, I've been in airports, I've never been kicked out of anywhere yet, except for one casino. But this is probably one of the first times I've really been kicked out. And they told me to take off the mask, and scared a few customers, so I took it off. But then I would put it right back on. The mall's huge, so after the third time, he's like, "Don't put that mask on," and I went to put it on, and he came chasing after me. And I just
Man, I wish somebody caught that a video.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
I put like I see the video and put like the movie soundtrack in the background or something. That would be epic.
So the other cool thing is not only do you dress Batman, but it seems like you like to work out a lot too, like Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I used to be a personal trainer, so I kind of got out of that, and I got my own home gym here. So once I always worked out at my buddy's house, but when I had my kids, I started working out from home. Usually my kids are in the background working out with me, but I do a lot of that. And I started doing live shows every day. And I was going to start like a fitness channel. I haven't really done anything with that yet.
So do you do like bodybuilding, strength and conditioning? Like what is it?
Growing up, I've done bodybuilding. My gym's all like bodybuilding posters and stuff like that. Okay. But I've also a bit of gymnastics too. I actually broke my neck 3 years ago with the costume on.
Oh,
using
wow.
ladder like they do on Ninja Warrior, where they kind of swing back up. And I was drunk and I fell, and my neck was just sore for a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden my right side of my body went paralyzed.
Oh shit!
One of the discs were stuck in my spinal cord. I'm almost like 90% back to normal now, but I don't do anything crazy like that. Like I've done jujitsu and stuff. I don't do any stuff like that anymore. It's just bodybuilding like that. I'm getting old.
So that was going to be my next question. Did you pick up any martial arts like Batman,
Yeah, I've done a little bit. Nothing crazy though.
So just jujitsu or?
Jiu-jitsu and a little bit of Muay Thai.
Krav Maga.
Muay Thai is definitely very effective martial arts, and also it's very easy to get injured.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to learn that, but yeah. So did you have like a goal? Like, how did you fit the costume? Did you like mold your body a certain way? Did you have like a goal that you wanted to do to fit a costume a certain way? Because that costume is, very specific fit, right?
Yeah, it is. Most of it's custom, and yeah, I've adjusted like different like each piece, the cape, the chest piece, like everything's made. The mask fits me perfectly. Like everything's made from someone different, so I really pieced it together to fit me perfectly.
Okay.
And I'm always looking for different things. It's not a whole lot you can do with Batman because it's black, but I've done a few different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that you do sometimes a different color chest piece and something like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So there's also a Philly Joker. How'd that come about? How'd that? What? They're always a Philly Joker? Or did that happen after you? Or
There always has to be a Joker to a Batman.
At the same time, showed up to the Floyd protest, right? Actually, before me, but after the protest, I've had hundreds of people message me. And a lot of them are just little kids, so I don't always answer everything. And I heard him on the radio. He was doing something. He was going to be on 94.5, and I went and I looked him up, and here he's been writing me for for a couple years, trying to do something together. So once I got the Vice magazine interview, we tried to raise money for kids with cancer, and I contacted him, and that's where we kind of met up and shot some videos. He's got a purple Ducati. I got a motorcycle, and we kind of chase each other around Philly and stuff.
that's awesome,
man.
That's pretty cool.
And then I love that you guys are also doing the charity stuff. If you've been to conventions, I do Star Wars cosplay with the 501st, and we do a lot of charity work for, and we go to hospitals and stuff. I know you've done that as well. What are some other things you've done?
I never really planned on doing that, but like when I love kids, and I had this free time when my kids were taken, so like people are contacting me, and as long as they're local, I didn't really do too many hospitals, but I've like, as long as they're local, I've gone and visited. Mm-hmm. I visited an autistic kid that beat up his teacher. The one autistic kid was like 8 years old. He's worried about paying his taxes. So I go to his house and I talk to all these kids and make videos and stuff like that. So that's cool to do. You really can't say no. And with COVID and everything, it was hard to go to the hospitals, but that's where I started with Bitch. And I started like doing shout outs and stuff like that. People call me, their kids got hurt, and I'll go send them a message at night, middle of the night. I'm usually always shooting content, so I have the suit on every day.
Yeah, that's awesome, man, that you do that. It's awesome.
Yeah. So what do your kids think about your whole persona?
That's kind of how it started. My son, my oldest son, he's 10 now. He has 300 of his own costumes. So I was trying to dress him in, like, if you go back on my Instagram, it's like all him. That's kind of where it all started. Mm-hmm. Like photo journal, I wanted to have him have every single character, and he was like obsessed with it. And then once I got these high-end suits, he's kind of starting to grow out of it now, but his younger brother is my Robin now. But they're both confused because they think I'm really Batman, because like he knows it's fake, but then he sees me on the news, and I don't know if you see my scarring too, so I'll come home fresh scars, and they think I'm in sword fights and everything. Like,
I mean, you're fighting Joker already, so it makes sense.
Now, I was going to ask you about that. Now that you brought it up, the scarring, like, how'd that come about? That's dedication.
I've always wanted to get branded, just watching like gladiators and stuff with where they burn you. Uh-huh. And with branding, your skin like bubbles up, and it's not really it's not consistent. Like if you wanted like a knife slice. So I've been looking around for it, and it's hard to find a place. And I so happen to find somebody literally a half a mile from my house. He does everything from like scarring. He can scar like a design on your body, like a butterfly. Yeah. Uh-huh. But he's also done like mutilation. He can mutilate your hand and shit. It's crazy all the stuff they do. I went there and he cut me up, and I went a few times, and I kind of like it. So
I did not know there was a market for that.
Yeah,
like
hangs people from hooks. All.
Yeah. I knew there was a market for like scarification for more like designs and stuff like that, but I didn't know there was a market for people who just wanted to make it look like they've gotten cut or been in a fight or something like that. Yeah, man, that's dedication. That must not feel too great.
It's not that bad. It's not much different than a tattoo.
Mm. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But it's still your body, right? I mean, like they're cutting you up.
And depending when you scar, you're supposed to like rub dirt in the scar, and you're supposed to like not let it heal, and that's where you kind of get the scar. Like some of my scars healed up where you can't even see them, so it just kind of depends where they're at and how they heal too.
Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. I love tattoos, but I don't know if I could do that.
Crazy.
So aside from being a fan of Batman, let's get to know you. What do you do outside of Batman?
I actually got fired from my job for dressing like Batman.
Oh wow!
Oh wow.
Really?
I was-
What? Jeez.
had a few-
Discrimination.
I've had a few small businesses like personal training and pest control and photography, but I started to work at a casino. I really love right by my house. That was a really cool job, and I was there for 10 years. And when I was they actually put me in their their email, their like book or whatever for the week, to kind of saying for my charity work. So their newsletter. They put me in their newsletter for for my charity work. And I've actually been on TV, and I kind of walk in the casino as Bruce Wayne. I come out as Batman. I've done some stuff like that. So when you search my name, that kind of comes up. So after the George Floyd protest, they had some people have contacted the casino when it was everything was shut down during COVID, and they threatened to blow up the casino if they didn't fire me, and a bunch of different threats, and they won't fire me for it. So we're in a lawsuit right now, trying to get my job back. But there are a few of us they didn't take back.
Wow.
Oh wow, man. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm on social media, and I didn't know there was any money in this, but I'm starting to kind of get monetized on Instagram and
Yeah. Did you try to maybe do a collaboration with a Bad Dad? I don't know. You probably know Bad Dad, right?
I've been messaging him, but he hasn't written back yet.
No. Oh man, that would be awesome. Like
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Cameo, he does all that stuff. So
like a multiverse of Batmans.
awesome. It'll happen.
Yeah, right. That would look awesome.
So what? Well, T-Bud, I know you wanted to ask this question, so I'll leave it to you.
Oh, let's do it. Yeah, what's your favorite Batman movie?
I honestly I don't love any of the Batman movies. I'm more into the animated movies and the video game stuff.
Yeah. Well, which one's your favorite? Well, like, what's your favorite animated content?
Animated. I mean, I love all of them. I love Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. I guess live action, I'd probably say Snyder Cut because it was closer to the cartoon movies.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I was about to say Batman Beyond. I was about to say
Batman Beyond is like.
So what's
Batman Beyond? Batman wise is like awesome. Absolutely.
So there's little rumors and stuff going around about Batman Beyond's return. What do you think about that?
Is that like a live action or a cartoon? The return.
I think it's a cartoon, and they've asked me to promote the hashtag and all.
Oh,
so
cool.
Oh, nice.
That'd be awesome.
So how was it? So you started doing this, and then you started to get followers. Did you get a lot of followers like right away? Was it just like one day you woke up and it was like, oh wow, I got 10,000 followers?
Got my toy gun. Actually, this gun, it transforms.
Oh yeah, that thing's crazy. Yeah.
Can you show our how it works?
Light it up. Can you shoot somebody? Shoot somebody.
Let's see. Yeah, that thing's crazy.
Yeah, that looks awesome. I remember I saw it on the Vice episode.
But when I started my Instagram, it was mostly my son, and I didn't know anything about Instagram. But I would get like 1 or 2 likes, and then when I bought this gun, it was like $1,200. I think I'm the only person that ever bought it. So I posted this, and I got like 100,000 likes. I didn't know what was going on. That's kind of how it started.
That's how it happened.
I don't know how it works. Wait for it to transform.
Was it talking like Japanese? I didn't understand what it was saying.
Yeah. Talking in Japanese. I remember seeing a video for the company that made this thing. This thing's crazy.
Oh, there you go.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, that's
it looks freaking ridiculous.
Well, if there's one thing, your kids must love all the toys that are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of collecting, do you collect statues or anything like that, or is it just costumes?
I have I got the costumes. I got some of my sons, like he's got the swords and stuff.
So are all those bins costumes?
Yeah, they're like just Halloween costumes, though. Nothing like high end. I've actually sold a lot of my stuff. This is my Marvel room. This is a soundproof room because I used to work the grave shift, so I come in here. It's like a Thanos room, but I got
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Oh, that looks so awesome.
Old
I
school.
have some statues.
Oh
Wow, there
my
you go.
god.
But I did sell a lot of my stuff when I met my ex-wife. She kind of made me get rid of some of the stuff, like I was a 40-year-old virgin or something.
Bro.
Whoa.
Don't worry, we all know about that.
Man, if you saw my room, my living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see a little bit in the corner of his screen there. There's the statues and all the posters.
Yeah, I got a ton of posters, like all Marvel and stuff like that. But anime. Yeah, I'm a bit of a nerd myself.
Yeah. Nerdy over 30.
And I got this nice little Batman watching,
Awesome.
so I'm a fan.
Yeah, for real.
So, what other plans do you have? You have anything coming up that you're doing, or any things that you want to do or pursue now that you're, it's becoming kind of like a business almost, it seems.
I've been I was starting to Twitch. I just set up the green screen and I was starting to play with the full suit on and in like the Arkham games, and I play Fortnite with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be having the Fortnite. I don't know if you saw the 0 Point suit. It's got your arms are exposed. It was more of a summer suit. I was going to carry over like a bow and arrow on my back, and his arm scarred with like an X on it. So I was going to get some new scarring done, but I'm still waiting for that suit to be made. And I also have like a green kryptonite suit with luminescent paint that's going to light up. I'm working on that.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
Oh, is that the green helmet that's in the background over there? The green cow?
No, that's a Joker. That's just the something.
Yeah.
No, the Green Lantern Batman suit. That one would be awesome to see. Like I have a Funko Pop of it, and looking at it right now, yeah, it's a dope. I can
Green
see it.
Lantern Batman?
Yeah. Oh, you don't know about that?
Interesting.
Yeah, look it up, man.
That looks awesome. Yeah.
So, have any of because you said these are all made by different makers, and the parts have any of them hit you up after seeing you kind of blow up a little bit and kind of work with you?
Talked to me. I wrote him. I was like, I do something wrong. He said he was actually getting so many. The guy with the mask. That's probably the biggest question is the mask and just like where I get the suit made. But the guy that made the mask took it down because he's actually afraid they're starting to crack down. I guess DC with the copyrights and everything. So he was getting too popular.
Wow.
And the 0 Point suit, he's making it for free. I'm out of work right now, so he offered to do it, and I normally wouldn't take anything, but I was like, he really wants it, so to promote it, so he's working on.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Hey, man, you help him, he helps you. It kind of works out. That's
the average batsuit. This batsuit was $3,000. The War Machine was almost $8,000. Wow. So they're pretty expensive, and they take years. My Arkham Knight helmet took almost 3 years to make.
Wow.
So,
yeah, man. I know from doing all the Star Wars cosplay, and if there's one thing when you're doing cosplay, you learn patience. A lot of patience because things.
I use 3 or 4 suits being made at the same time, just because it takes. You never know. Like
I've had to wait for stuff for
DC won't sponsor you or something. I mean, just like how 501st they get sponsored by all the Disney and stuff.
Well,
like that.
it's just weird because I'm sure I'm sure you know this as well, because you're being Batman. It's kind of hard because it's already a licensed thing, so you have to get the okay.
But still, I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess because the 501st, you guys are stormtroopers. There's a millions.
Yeah. The only reason
there's been a lot of Batman.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, how long does it take you to put on that suit?
This suit takes 5 minutes. I was just thinking about it because a lot of people ask me that. I could put it on in 5 minutes, even less, because I'm so good at do it all by myself now.
So,
but now it's all organized. I just Velcro and just pull different chest piece. My War Machine is held together by magnets, so that's hard to put. I can't do it by myself, but it kind of self on me. It's kind of cool. It's got $200 worth of magnets on it.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
So if an emergency happened and you needed to go to the go to the Batmobile. It could be real quick right there, man. 5 minutes.
My neighbor's car blew up. Like, dude, I was getting the mail. My neighbor's car blew up. He was pulling in the neighborhood, and I was going to run in and put the suit on, but I didn't know if somebody actually died, so I wouldn't have been in good taste. So I ran up. He was out of
That was a smart decision.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Did you ever do a voice modifier on your suit or anything like that?
I have in some of my older videos with the it's hard to hide everything in this because I bought a couple different ones, and I just kind of sound like Darth Vader. But yeah, I've done it with the Batman Beyond suit because I don't really like doing the Batman. I'm kind of quiet. I don't do the voice and all that, and everybody wants to hear it. So, but
do your best Batman impression.
Swear to me.
That's actually not bad. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
So, have you ever been in a situation where you've actually like helped somebody, or you've been walking around and you stopped anything, or
Painting the bridge, not like any like helping somebody from a fight or anything, but painting the bridge. And I feed the homeless at night, and a lot of them are drunk or on drugs, and they look up in the alleys and they actually think I'm Batman.
That's gotta be great.
Or some cold water.
Batman!
They probably tell people that so Batman came and fed me some food, and people think, oh
I
man,
had this
he's still on drugs.
I had this
Honey, I tripped balls and I saw Batman.
Or maybe they quit drugs because they saw Batman.
Yeah, hey, that could be a thing too.
You never know, man. He set
No,
them
man,
straight.
you're an inspiration for sure.
So, like, aside from Batman, who else do you like in the DC universe? Well, aside from Batman and Robin kind of thing.
Growing up, I always read Marvel, so I was always Marvel characters. I like Magneto. I like a lot of cosmic beings, Galactus, Thanos. As far as DC, really just Batman. I was going to do a black Superman suit at one point, but mainly just Batman.
Yeah.
So, if you can dress up as anybody from Marvel, who would it be?
Marvel, I always wanted to have a really high-end Magneto suit made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that would be
That'd be nice, yeah.
I've had a Megatron. I don't know if you saw. I had a 12-foot tall Megatron. I went to
Whoa.
went to my kid's bus stop with that. That was kind of cool.
What? Why wasn't this mentioned before?
I kind of looked at scars on my back. I told them it was from I fought a big robot, and then on a Christmas day, I kind of came out of the house and I chased them. So in one of my older videos on Instagram, but I'm chasing them around and they're screaming and they thought it was. And then I went to their bus stop with it. It was really cool.
12 feet.
Awesome.
12, you said 12 feet tall, right?
Yeah, it's made from foam.
Oh wow.
They're called stilts. Kind of walk in the stilts.
Oh yeah, I gotta check that out. That's crazy.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
you said it's on
crazy.
your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And of course, we'll put links to your Instagram on our video.
Yeah,
Just-
everything.
Yeah,
We'll find everything below so you guys can check all this stuff out.
Where do you see the podcast at?
on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts,
Pandora, pretty much anywhere.
yeah,
Cool.
any and all platforms. So
Yeah,
people
so you
definitely
will
check
see
that
it.
out.
They're everywhere.
Anywhere you want to listen
Like
to
Batman.
So we always ask people this. This is a loaded question, so I'm sorry in advance. But top 5 movies for you, go.
300, Transformers the movie, Snyder Cut. I don't know the next two.
Okay.
The Snyder Cut was amazing. We could talk about that if you like. 'Cause it was really, really good. Man.
No, I thought that was really good. It felt like
Yeah.
a whole different movie.
It's crazy. It really was a whole different movie.
Yeah, it's,
I had my reserves about it, like at first, like, and I was like, they just extended. I don't know if it could be that much, but it really was.
Yeah, it was basically the same movie with the extra scenes, but the extra scenes were really
Yeah.
cool.
No, they were very wholesome,
well,
Yeah.
it also gave more backstory because they kind of just
Yeah.
threw Cyborg and Flash in there and was like, all right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
real backstory. So it kind of
Yeah, we're supposed to like Flash. We're supposed to like Cyborg.
so like kind of fleshed everything out. So how do you feel about this dude from Twilight being the new Batman?
Yes.
Younger Batman. I'm,
What?
not- I'm looking forward to it. I just read some of the reviews were really good
Yeah.
today. So I think it's going to be good.
He's a
hope
freaking
that's-
awesome actor, man. Robert Pattinson is amazing. He
I don't
gets
love
a lot of flack
I
from
don't
like Twilight
rated
stuff. But
the movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, what did you say?
I said I don't really love the suit, but I did hear that he may upgrade it towards the end of the movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it looks very like homemade.
Yeah,
yeah,
The homemade the new suit. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be different. It's gonna be different.
From the trailer, it definitely looks. They made the trailer look great, especially
Yeah.
when he's fighting the clown gang.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I feel. I mean, it got pushed back like 3 times already. It's crazy.
I'm expecting a fourth. I mean, everything keeps getting delayed. I think.
No, they brought it back. They pushed back supposedly Venom till January, but then they brought it back.
Did they? Because I keep
Yeah.
hearing 2022.
No. They brought it back. They brought it back to October. It's gonna be with Halloween.
Oh.
The movie Halloween. Yeah,
Yeah.
they brought it back. So I don't freaking know.
So would
I
you
am.
ever be consider being a stuntman?
Stuntman.
Yeah.
I can't because of my neck. I would love that kind of work, but I can't. I got to be really careful.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I just thought about it just now because I was like, oh, you could probably pull it off, with the look and the outfit.
Christian Bale stuntman.
Yeah.
oh, that was cool with when you were doing the little stunt on the roof, hanging onto the roof and stuff.
Oh yeah, the car when you were chasing Joker. Yeah.
They actually that Vice Media, it was 50 hours of footage. They turned it into like a 9-minute video.
Wow, that's
There was
crazy.
so much raw footage. I got my cape caught in the tire with the drone following me, and my motorcycle tire. I almost fell off my bike. Somebody actually caught that on tape. Somebody in the Wawa. I found it online, but they didn't put any of that in the video. There was a lot of really cool stuff that wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's a
it'd
lot
be
of
cool if
footage.
they gave you the raw footage.
Yeah, I wish.
That's a shame.
So how'd that come about? The
What-
Vice special.
Just when after the Floyd protest, I've had Fox News, I've had the Daily Show, I've pretty much had it. Even when I do my live shows, there's a lot of famous celebrities just kind of pop in when I'm working out, and
Yeah.
I'm their hero and all. It's really cool. But yeah, I've had everybody contact me, and my work told me to, lay low. They're going to maybe bring me back. So after COVID, I didn't take any interviews. He asked me if my site, my account, it grew maybe 20,000 followers. It's really, I don't have that many followers, but it did get me verified because I had millions of visits during like the protest. But I've turned everything down. Now I'm kind of anybody wants to do an interview, I'm kind of like taking everything now because I'm out of work. So
Yeah.
I'm available. I just throw the suit on. I usually have it on anyway. And I'm just kind of popping up everywhere now.
Yeah,
Do you
man.
sleep with it?
I've had
Well,
boys and girls wanting to do stuff with the suit on. So
Voice.
So, where else would you like to travel with the bat suit? Where are you?
I might actually be going to Vegas next week.
Nice.
I might bring Batman Beyond possibly. They want me to do something on Halloween in Miami. There's a Miami Joker. I wanted to do something with him. He's always getting arrested. I just found out about him, and he's pretty popular. So I might meet up with him.
Nice.
Just really wherever I'm going. We just got back from Hershey Park with my kids last week. We were at the Hershey Hotel. I shot some footage in there.
oh, that's crazy. And they don't stop you in there from wearing the costume?
Nah, they liked it.
Oh, that's
I was
cool.
gonna say, do you get some kind of perks or advantages when you wear?
Oh,
the
yeah.
costume?
I get a lot of I got a free gun the other day, a non-lethal gun. It shoots like gas pellets.
Oh,
It was
wow.
like $600. I get a lot of clothes, and I posted a pliable video today. If you've ever had a pliable, it's like a fruit bowl. It was
Nice.
really. I had one of them the other day. Movie tickets. Been getting a lot of merch. Not really
Wait.
money yet, but I get a lot of toys and clothes and stuff.
So, do you see movies in the bat suit? Batman movies in the bat suit?
I haven't yet because
What?
I planned on it, but it was right around the time of the Joker shooting, and
Oh, yeah.
they weren't letting anyone in the theater. So
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
I'll
that
come
makes sense.
up to theaters and just kind of see everyone, and then I'll go home and get dressed and then watch the movie comfortably.
Yeah.
Watch the movie yet with it on. I've had a guy rent a theater out and invited me. It was in New York though, and I didn't want to drive all the way to New York.
It is a drive.
Like how do you keep your suit? Like what do you keep it in? Like briefcases and then I guess the tubs behind you.
Oh, I have mannequins. No, but in here I usually just throw it on a mannequin or hang it up. But when I travel, I'll put it in a big suitcase.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'd be petrified to travel with that because if they ever lost it, I would have a heart attack. Have you ever had a scare?
I was so nervous, like the War Machine being so much. Every time I wore it, something would break. But now with this suit, I've swam in the ocean with this. Like I've gotten so much use out of this suit. Like it's actually starting to fall apart. So I don't really care what happens to it at this point. I'll just get a new one or just fix it. Cape got ripped in half like 3 times now. So I just stitched it back up. It just looks battle damaged. So I'm not worried about.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. It gives it more action.
It was cooler when it's all battle worn.
Yeah.
So speaking of, so you brought up the War Machine costume again. So on Vice interview, you mentioned it actually made you bleed.
Yeah, because there's barely any movement in it. I can't go up steps. And my friends thought it'd be a good idea if I walk like 8 miles in it. So I walked and the face mask broke and it was scratching my face as I walked and my legs were bleeding, my arms were bleeding because it's basically digging into me. I got some padding in it, but when it came from Thailand, it came in like 200 pieces and I kind of had to form it all together myself.
Oh my.
Looks wise, it's an exact replica, but the movement is horrible.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah. Damn, I can't even imagine how you walked in there.
Yeah, how did you keep your composure? Were you just like, it doesn't hurt, or was the adrenaline just keeping you going?
Probably the hardest, most pain I've ever been in my entire life. I basically had to stand in line and I kind of put my arms up on something to keep the weight off. And I just stood in the same spot for like 3 hours. But I wound up winning the whole show, so that was exciting. And that kind of
right.
Yeah, that would have been annoying if you went through all that and you didn't win. I would have.
I wore it in AC to one of the casinos, and they give the prizes are like $5,000. So I went to a casino, and none of the costumes there were that great. The guy that wound up winning the $5,000 was a store-bought Joker. It was like a $15 costume, but it was just kind of like he had I guess he knew one of the owners or whatever, but I didn't get anything, so I wore it for nothing. That was kind of
wow.
Oh wow! I would have been so upset if I got to buy a store-bought costume.
Or I was getting like 3rd place was like $1,000. That was still like money. I was like, it sucked. I think they were like 10th place. I didn't even get 10th place. Whoever had like VIP sections or whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That sounds like there were some jealous people there.
For real.
That's what that sounds like. Oh man. So do you have any plans of ever coming to New York and shooting some stuff? I know they say Philly's like Gotham City, but New York has a really cool Gotham City look to it.
I've been battling with Spider Cuz a little bit. I don't know if you guys follow Spider Cuz.
Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. I was actually he's actually on my list of people to email to be on this podcast.
That's how Vice found out about me. They got him first. And apparently I inspired that's how I got invited to Elizabeth, New Jersey. And there's a lot of like famous rappers now. They're doing the DC rappers. There's Brooklyn Batman. And a lot of these guys are saying, apparently I inspired them to do all this. They're all making money shooting videos. So they're inviting me out. So I've been doing stuff like that now.
Awesome. Cool, man. That's awesome. That's cool. That must feel cool when people say, oh man, you inspired me to.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, why not?
So you mentioned you started out getting into Batman because of comics. So are you a comic book collector?
I do. I don't buy them anymore, but I have thousands. They're all stored.
What's your most valuable comic?
I bought growing up. I loved one of my favorite comics was Transformers, and back then they weren't worth anything. Everybody made fun of us, and they're not worth a lot of money, but they crazy went up in value, like 10 times the value of what they were. Other than that, I actually, like I was saying to you guys, somebody wanted me to go to their hairdressing shop a couple weeks ago, and they wanted to pay me. I usually don't take money. It's just usually just do it for content. So I needed a haircut. So I was like, hey, whatever, I'll go. And I showed up. I did. Wound up gave me this comic, and I didn't even think. I thought it was like $10. I looked it up. It's worth like $500. So that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Could you pull it up to the camera? It's a little hard to.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Wow, and that's an
I
8
mean-
point. Yeah, an 8.0. It's a good
Wow.
grade.
Yes.
Sheesh.
Nice.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
That's
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Have
I've
you
gotten
met?
the Brooklyn Batman. And he tried to give me money. I was like, I don't want no money. He just gave me a bag of weed. I was like, that's good.
Awesome.
That's
Hey,
good. Man.
It's worth
Have you
it.
met any? Have
And
you
they have
met-
their own weed, like the Brooklyn Batman weed. They got the Spider Cuz weed.
Oh man, that's like a brand new collection right there. Collect all the superheroes.
So, who's the biggest celebrity you've met because of your character?
Probably. I haven't actually met anybody yet, but as far as coming into the live shows, I've had a lot of famous bodybuilders like Mike O'Hearn, the American Gladiator.
Oh
I
wow.
talk. He's really into superhero stuff. Kevin Leveroni, he's one of the top Olympians of all time, and just like different performers from Vegas, a whole bunch. I can't really think right now, but
Yeah.
a lot of different people just pop in.
And who's somebody that you would like? You definitely want to meet, like the big, your idol.
I would love I mean, Kevin Leveroni is my idol. Same with Mike O'Hearn, but maybe like Jay Cutler, different bodybuilders. Jay Cutler, Ronnie Cole,
Yeah.
maybe a famous actor, Robert Downey Jr. or Ben
Christian
Affleck.
Bale. Ben Affleck, yeah, right. Ben Affleck is an awesome Batman, man. He got
Yeah.
so much flack for that.
I like the
Affleck got
best
so much
Batman.
flack.
He
Yeah, it's
also.
just crazy.
Oh no, so.
Say it again.
Oh no, you can keep going.
I was gonna say it's just crazy when you go online. The world is so small now, and you just have no idea who's gonna pop in. Like
Yeah.
I just did the live shows, really not expecting anything, and it's crazy how like people have see me on there, and just the more I'm in front of I make my breakfast on the camera, and I'm just trying a lot of like live stuff more often.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, the more footage you do, man, the better. It's like it's crazy how people want to see you make breakfast and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that people want to see.
Like it's not the worst thing, but it's like working out with the mask on, you can't breathe. It's already hard, but it's cold in my basement. I got the fans on,
Yeah.
but yeah, if that's what I'm trying to figure out with Twitch, like that dad just wears a little mask. I'm trying to make this comfortable that I could do it like all day, but I've been like breaking out my head. It gets really hot. It's the mask
yeah, I bet.
getting sore. Like
So, have you ever thought of?
pro point suit's going to be a lot more comfortable. It'll be more wearable.
Yeah.
So, have you thought of doing like little comedy skits like Bat Dad?
I do. My problem is it's just me. So that's what the problem at the beginning. Like my kids are getting older and they're starting to shoot me now, and just being able to record and do it all yourself is very hard. That's why I like just going live and just kind of talking in front of the camera. But as far as I have a lot of people offering now to shoot the content for me, and at the time out of work, I will be starting to do more skits and stuff like that.
Awesome. Yeah, have somebody like shoot you and stuff. Yeah, why not?
My TikTok is really blowing up, and they threatened to delete my account because I still got a few haters, and
Wow.
I got my son the new Xbox the other day, and he was screaming, and it was a super cute video. It went viral a little bit viral on Instagram, but TikTok took it down because they said it's child nudity. He wasn't a t-shirt, so it's crazy. They kicked me off for going on a water slide with kid. They said it was child endangerment, one of them blow up water slides. So like I got to be real careful. But my TikToks, it's been blowing up.
Wow.
But-
Yeah, that's exactly because you got so much exposure. So TikTok, yeah, that's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. That it's just
He's through water case, and they said that was teaching kids violence. He thought we were trying to raise money for people without water, and at the end of the thing, you're supposed to throw water in the face, and they said that child endangerment. So
What is the kid gonna drown with the water splash?
that's the only bad thing about today. Everyone's very sensitive, and you have to be very careful with what you say and do.
yeah.
Even if it's Batman.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, like,
those are definitely some dumb things to be threatened to be taken down for. But definitely TikTok's the way to go, man. TikTok's where it's at now. If you can get a good following on TikTok, that's definitely the route to go. We're still trying to figure out TikTok. We have not figured
Yeah.
that out yet.
Oh, God. The algorithm for that is so random.
Just the most random videos go crazy on TikTok. It's just
It's so true. It's so.
It could be somebody eating cereal and it'll have like 1,000 views. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, so like we've tried to put, we do it to promote the podcast, but we put up. There was one video that T-Bud put up over here for what was it? The Black Widow movie review.
One of the reviews, yeah.
And
Well, I
then
mean, yeah, it got like 1,000
1-minute movie review, and then that got a lot of views, and we're like, oh, okay, like you never know what's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. But what would you what would be your advice for anybody trying to get into cosplaying, like into, the real professional outfits? What would you tell somebody that's like just trying to get into it?
Or anybody that just wants to,
be a
go
superhero.
out and be a superhero.
like as far as making the suits or just.
Yeah, making a suit and just being, going out and doing something with it like you did.
I would say do it. Just shoot a ton of content. Don't be afraid of like being rejected. You start off like I started off from nothing and just kind of gotta get lucky. It's not even like your content's bad. It's just some of it's not being seen. So you just gotta keep putting stuff out there. And if you're buying costumes, obviously somebody tells you 2 months, expect to wait like 2 years. So don't expect nothing right away, and don't put all your money until you get boots, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you tell people to start looking?
Yeah, because there are a lot of bad costumes out there.
DM me on Instagram. I answer all of my DMs, but all of the designers I found are on Instagram.
Okay.
So most of that stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for doing this, man. We really appreciate having you on the show. Thank you for again being in costume, even though you said you're in costume most of the time anyway.
Yeah. What did you make for dinner? You made something for dinner with the costume?
You guys weren't expecting me in costume today, or?
Well,
we weren't sure.
Yeah, we were like, is he gonna come as himself, or is he gonna actually wear the costume? So we were like, oh man, we hope he wears the costume.
Yeah, no, we were definitely like, I was telling myself it's gonna be really weird if I'm wearing the Robin mask and this guy's not. It's gonna be a weird conversation starter.
Yeah, thanks,
We
guys.
definitely appreciate it.
Up at the New York Comic Con, I'll definitely look for you guys and maybe we'll meet up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We'll definitely keep in contact. Maybe if we do ever meet, we can do a TikTok video with you. Then maybe it'll work out for us.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
And yeah, we'll have the links to all his social media down below. And if you also, again, follow us, subscribe to us too. That would be awesome.
Oh.
And yeah, may the force be with you. Peace
All right,
out,
guys.
Peace.
Thanks, sir. Take care.